Good afternoon to you. Thanks for clicking on to today's edition of the Long Range Discussion here. Mark Vogan. Hope you're having a great weekend. The weather is certainly pretty pleasant across the UK and Ireland over the course of today, and it was yesterday as well. Yeah, we've seen a few showers, some pretty heavy, especially across the south of England. I had a report from my loyal follower on Facebook, Penny Collins, down in Plymouth, saying about the pretty heavy thunderstorms across the Plymouth area. But certainly we've seen plenty of areas with showers and thunderstorms across, like I say, across the south yesterday. Generally fine, dry, partly sunny, partly cloudy across the rest of the British Isles and Ireland. But you can see here off the ECMWF the overall upper level setup. Got a pretty chilly air mass, especially, like I say, the upper levels of the atmosphere. So down at the surface, temperatures widely around 8 to 10 Celsius across Scotland. Up across more Highland and North regions, we've got temperatures struggling to hit maybe 6 or 7 today. But factor in a pretty cool northerly and northeasterly breeze, and it will certainly feel quite cold out there. We've got some showers and hill snow up across the north as well. But you can see here the trough in place here. Cooler air all the way through Iberia, France, even down through Italy as well. We're seeing more in the way of rain across parts of Italy, snow up across the Alps of northern Italy, Austria as well. And we're going to be seeing that precipitation push eastwards through the Balkan region over the next 24 to 36 hours. Let's have a quick look at the surface chart of the GFS. This is off Meteor Group website, and we've got a pretty significant area of low pressure over the next 36 to 48 hours. It's going to impact all areas of the British Isles with heavy rain, and as well as that, very strong winds. Certainly something we haven't seen in a few months actually across the British Isles. It actually could be a setup more indicative of what we've seen back in December during that very stormy period. But let's have a quick look here at over the next several hours. This is 24 hours out over the British Isles and Ireland. Surface high pressure and control. What does that tell us? Well, tomorrow's going to be generally a fair and settled day. Very similar to what we've seen over the past weekend, today and yesterday, and even previous days. But what we will see, the difference is going to be the less shower activity across southern parts of the British Isles. But let's skip through to 33 hours and 36 hours. What we've seen here is an area of deepening low pressure that's going to slide southeastwards over the next 36 to 48 hours. By 42 hours ahead, we can see the pressure starting to drop off. Strong southwesterly winds ahead of this area of low pressure. Going to look at that, there's 976 in millibars. That's a strong area of low pressure. That's going to start to push its way in by 48 hours. So this is now by Tuesday. Gone is that surface high. Windy conditions, tightly packed isobars. Going to be strong west to southwesterly winds, especially across Northern Ireland and Ireland first here. Looking ahead at 54 hours. You can see here the pressure in the centre now down to 972. The isobars are going to tighten up across particularly Ireland at first. You notice that here, the Donegal coast down through Galway, going to be looking at very strong gale force winds. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 70 to 80 miles an hour gusts. The south is now starting to see that transfer just south of the centre. 947 millibars is pushing onto the Donegal coast. So look at that there. We've got very strong gale force winds across central and southern parts of Ireland, and especially even across Northern Ireland. We're going to be seeing winds, though strong, they won't be as strong if this model pans out correctly. Strongest winds now for the British Isles going to be pushing across southern half of the UK and Ireland as well. But look at that there, right over the north of the Republic, we've got a 974 millibar low. Very strong winds. Let's have a quick look at the precipitation. Let's skip back to 30 hours. Let's have a quick look at what the precipitation is forecast to be. You can see here scattered showers, across the south during Monday. Certainly it will be more of a showery nature, but let's skip right through to 48 hours from now, and you can see here the precipitation. Wow, look at that there. We've got this basically shows well the cold front, the main band of precipitation
precipitation will sweep across Ireland, Northern Ireland, and eventually it will blast all the way across the British Isles. By 51 hours, you can see here that that bulk of precipitation crossing over. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a half to an inch and a half of rain widely. Areas that are susceptible to that westerly flow will see, rain probably 2 inches, perhaps 3 inches even, across the west slopes of, the southwest of England up through Wales, Cumbria, the Cumbrian Fells, and all the way up the western flank of the West Highlands of Scotland. We could be seeing very heavy rainfall amounts. That is certainly not something we've seen in quite some time, but that front is going to sweep on by. On the backside of it, by 60 hours, we're going to be seeing more in the way of hefty showers pushing from the west. Let's have a quick look again at the pressure chart and see what that's showing us. We've got that area of low pressure by 60 hours. We've actually got another area of low pressure sweeping in behind it. But let's have a quick look back at the ECMWF. And what I'm going to show you here is this here is the Tuesday upper level chart. So you can see the upper low to the west of the UK by Tuesday. But I want to show you here something here. By Thursday, you notice here the trough, very similar to what we've seen already. But we're going to be seeing cooler air aloft. That's going to enhance that rainfall. Those showers, hail, thunder, lightning, torrential downpours, all going to be associated with this trough after that system pushes through. But by the weekend here, we've got another area of low pressure starting to push its way into the British Isles. That's something that we need to pay attention to. By Sunday, it's sitting right over the UK. So another strong area of low pressure could bring more wet, windy conditions across the British Isles and Ireland by next weekend. But very unsettled pattern over the next 48 to 60 hours. And throughout the week, showers and sunshine will be associated with the pattern. Next weekend, we could be looking at the same script once again. Another area of strong low pressure. Gone is this settled pattern. This is certainly something that we want to see, especially for the drought areas. Could we be seeing the denting of this drought across many parts of England? Well, that is certainly something that I wouldn't rule out just yet. Certainly the rest of this month looks as if it's going to be very unsettled. Keep checking back and I'll keep you up to date. Bye for now.